person who asked, YouTube, welcome back, guys. We're live on TikTok. I'm in the middle of helping somebody get over a breakup. Okay. I was in a situationship, and in the situationship was for a few years. And I really liked them, but then eventually I learned I didn't like them. So I've kind of like I cut off that line of like there being a possibility of there being a relationship. So I basically broke up with him. And
And then introduced him to his new girlfriend.
no, they met each other at work. They met each other at work.
She did
But
not like this boy.
but the thing is, I sometimes like and I've talked to y'all about it before, but sometimes I be having my little moments where I'm like, well, maybe what if he's my husband? Girl, be for real. You know what I'm saying? It was one moment, like maybe 2 years ago, that I was like, maybe he's my husband. And Dana was like, be for real. I said, okay, yeah, and yeah, I had to be for real. But the point is, um, get under somebody new, Jesus.
I was about to say,
Get under
I'm about to say,
Jesus.
please do not tell these people.
Get under Jesus, and then also be for real about yourself too. And like just take it as time to be able to take care of yourself and self-reflect that even if you broke up with him and let's say he was the toxic one, or it wasn't even like a horrible breakup where it was like, he cheated, you know what I'm saying, where it was just like y'all mutually agreed or whatever. Just take the time to assess yourself, see if you are who you want to see in a relationship, if that makes sense. Where it's like if you want somebody who communicates better, assess yourself and see if you communicate better. Like the reason I gave the example of my situationship was because I realized girl had deep trust issues. Like I literally, I, it's a whole nother story behind it, and I'm not about to give it.
You was
But
going through his phone.
no, no, it was stuff going on. But I literally realized that's when I first realized I had like trust issues when it came to like commitment and relationships, and it kind of leaks into other areas of my life. So just take it as time to self reflect and take care of yourself. And of course, you're not gonna get over it a day. I don't know how long your relationship was, but if it was a long time, short time, love is love, bro, or not love is not love. Like is like, bro. So just take care of yourself. That's all I'm going to
I
say.
would say to anybody that is in their single season, anybody that is waiting, please do not rush the process. And when I know it's so cliche to say like trusting God's timing and what He has planned for you, but I know the waiting can be so like feel so long and feel like, oh my gosh, we're just enduring so much. But it's so necessary. It's a lot of preparation that goes in. It's a lot of healing, and you only stay in it as long as you only stay in something as long as you kind of want to stay in something. And
Mm-hmm.
what I mean is that if you don't heal, you don't take the time to find yourself, you might find your spouse may find you when you're doing the thing that's aligned with your purpose. And I think it's a growing, it's a learning process. It's a daily thing, especially if you've gone from a very long distance, I mean a long-term relationship, to just being single. Let's say you're like, you're going on 5 years being single,
Yeah.
you like, why you did that noise?
I thought you said going on 5 years in a relationship. I misheard it, but then I realized after I said, "Hey," you said single. I've been single since 1905.
Sorry, she just threw me off with her. Yeah,
Sorry.
like it reminded me of like when Kevin Hart did the whole like how old are
Hey.
you? But yeah, just for anybody in y'all waiting season, please take this time to enjoy yourself. Please, I am begging you. And I say this to myself all the time, like, please take this time to enjoy yourself, because there's gonna be a time, even y'all with no kids. Please
Mm.
take your time. There is no rush. Okay. Adam, what's that baby name? Here it come. Abraham and Sarah had they had they child when they was older in age. And I know it sounds like I'm being funny, but I'm being so serious. Please
Mhm.
don't rush the timing. There's a timing for everything. Enjoy this time, embrace this time, heal, grow, understand, and build that relationship with God. Everything else will literally fall into alignment how it's supposed to. And yes, we are all sisters. Angel is the youngest, I am the oldest, Dana is the middle child.
Now why you say it like that?
But yeah, so what we talking about today, ladies? We had a
Well,
little
I will say that kind of does like leak into our topic of getting even, because I know once again I don't know how that relationship ended, and I hope it ended well, but sometimes people will want like revenge or want like you hear the major stuff. That's Dana. You got the headphones.
They're not working.
Yeah.
They ruined
Oh, she
everything.
having all technical difficulties.
So I'm
over
like,
here.
this is so ghetto.
Hey,
This is so ghetto.
but when you're in like relationship, you're angry, you kind of move on, or if they did move on, you're like, I built him. You know what I'm saying? I did what needs to be done. Now he is who he is. He giving his benefits to other people because I did what I did. So that's all to say.
Nah, I built him. Oh, you watched Love Is Blind, huh?
I wish I could just do the reference.
Not you just laughing.
Well, I was gonna say like the examples of like you hear people say like I put sugar in his gas tank, stuff like that. Do you think it's
Ooh.
right to nuck if it nuck if you're buck, or to talk it out, or like just ignore it?
I'll tell you right now, if I ever put sugar in somebody's gas tank, if I'm out here slashing tires, send me to the psych ward immediately. Because that man bewitched me. Because if I ever be out here acting like that, just know I am not myself. I'm not.
Okay, so I've had different experiences. But I do feel like it has a lot to do with where you are in life, because me now, growing and healing and really trusting and like really giving things to God, I process things a lot differently than I did before, when I would let my emotion, anger, and frustration, my betrayal, my abandonment, I would let my emotions act for me, versus me now understanding that I'm in charge of my emotions and
Amen.
processing things, as well as not putting myself in certain situations so that that even has to come out in the first place. So it's not like I'm putting a mask on the Hulk, but the Hulk has arrived. She has done stuff before, but then she came to the Lord, and it
I'm
took practice.
screaming.
It took active deliverance. It took, like, what I'm saying. It took, being time over time. But
So would you say now you're a nuck if you buck, or if you're a let's talk it out? Like I'm gonna walk away.
I'm going to pray and walk away. Hope God make it clear one day. But I pray every single day that you don't try me again.
Why did you have to make it rhyme?
Because I think it's hard. I think it's hard. It's a hard situation when we're talking about, us giving our life to God, trusting in God, and then you're in these situations that can sometimes, again, our emotions get, like, we get angry, we get frustrated, and how we may have used to handle things before, we can't really handle them that way. And I've seen situations where, you do it. I've seen this TikTok. This girl said, she said, I should have never replied. Now I got to go repent. I'm so mad. I should have never said nothing. But there's times where, again, we get convicted. Like, you say something, you like, dang, I knew I shouldn't have said that, or I could have just held it tighter. Especially for me, my tongue is very like, it's very,
Precise.
yeah, I'm going to hurt your feelings, and it does more damage. Now I have to come back and apologize, and then I'm someone who doesn't like to apologize. So I'm like, if this all could be prevented, I could process my feelings. And a lot of times too, I'm someone who can assume things and also have unrealistic expectations. And another thing too, which I've learned from hard conversation that I've had to have in the past, couple years of my life, is that a lot of times people don't even be knowing what they've done to me that made me so angry at them in the first place, that I'm holding this grudge to them. And I've been mad at them, and they just living their life, going happily, doing their thing. But it's like, the hard conversations have to happen. You have to be honest. You have to say, hey, I'm dealing with this, or I'm mad at you the way that you did this to me. And I think once you have that conversation, hey, he's leaving the toilet seat up. Or if we're talking about relationships or friendships, hey, like, I don't like how you are making these comments when we're around other people. I think there's versus, like, y'all know me, I'm making these tallies in my head: fake friend, fake fan, fake fake. Then I just stop talking to you. Then I cut you off. Then I this, then I that. And then it's all of this stuff when the other person has no idea what they could have done. But in a relationship, when it came down to my anger, I have never been me now. I have never been so scared of that girl. I said, wow, which I'm so thankful for where I am now because God knew I needed to run to him. He knew I needed to because I would have been locked up. They won't let me out.
I'm screaming.
Locked up. I honestly would have been like, my anger used to control me so much, and my trust issues, my abandonment, things that I haven't healed from used to really affect me. That it affected my relationship. It affected my platonic relationships, business relationship, how I see myself, and these things just kept going deeper and deeper. And now I got this resentment. Now I'm just like, and like as you get older, you start peeling back the layers. That's like maybe it wasn't everybody else. Maybe it was a little bit of unforgiveness. Maybe it's your daddy, and you like, I ain't got no daddy issues. And like, you do. So I would say now, like I said, I'm pray, walk away, hope that God make sure you don't ever do it to me again.
Yeah. That kind of part of the word this Sunday of like, you beef. Sometimes you be beefing with yourself in your head, and it be like you create these arguments and stuff, but it's arguments against the truth of, let's say this person slapped you a year ago, and you like, I'ma slap them now because they slapped me a year ago. But the word say,
oh, it's on site.
Don't let your anger take over you. Y'all know the verse. Can't remember the quote unquote quote, but it ain't bar.
Surprise guest.
Hey, man. Hey, Kayla, goodbye.
Guest appearance.
I would be more hyped, but we are live, but I missed you.
Hi, Tay.
Hey, no. It's no. My excitement is here. We just like live,
literally,
like on our podcast.
Like get out. Get out.
We love y'all. See y'all downstairs. Bye, Kayla.
I'm screaming. What is happening today? What is happening? Restart the whole live. Restart the whole live. Yeah, I go, hey guys, welcome back to the Music for Real podcast. We done had technical difficulties. We done had special guests arrive.
This episode just fun.
We just here today.
My thing is, how many people watched him come up the stairs? Knowing that we didn't say.
And I text Kayla. She said mom told her. I was like, man,
I'm screaming. You gotta say who sent them. Actually, somebody sent them up here.
Just go. It'll be good.
I'm screaming.
That for sure was mom orchestrated.
Yeah,
Mom for sure orchestrated.
She definitely orchestrated that.
No.
Hey, I but I was saying like the word on Sunday. He was just talking about like creating arguments with the truth. You have your own perception of what is right and what you should do versus the truth of what the Bible says. Like, it says don't let your anger take over you. It's okay to be mad, but don't let it take over you. And so like somebody slapped you a year ago, so now you're like, you know what? They yelled at me, so I have the right to slap them. When it's like, nah, girl, I used to be around here slapping people. You know what I'm saying? But the funniest person ever. But y'all get what I'm saying? Yes. Amen. But yeah, I think for me, I think I'm I'm for sure I'm not a knuck if you buck. I run. I don't like confrontation because I think with certain situations, if I like yell, not yell, if I get like provoked too much, I kind of like outburst. I get a little loose.
That's why I know this might be a little touchy, but just to like kind of like solidify what you're saying, when you were younger, we used to call you spaz because you used to be spazzing out. You used to be spazzing out on people.
I have no need
just
to
randomly. Randomly, like
the way that you handle you internalize a lot, like so you would take it and not say nothing, so then something so simple would be the thing that made you pop, and it would be like
the definition of broke the camel's back.
How do y'all telling me what to do? Y'all think y'all the boss of me? And he like
literally you're like, wait a minute, what happened?
So much better. The first time I realized that the Lord has changed me is when we was living in an apartment. It was me, you, and more. and you was over there too. Juliet had grabbed my guitar out of my room and she was using it. No, I told her she could use it. She was using it and she broke my string. And everybody literally stopped. All three y'all.
Because you be spazzing.
Silent.
Because you be
stopped.
spazzing out.
I said, it's fine. Like, it's fine. That was the first time I realized, look, the Lord has changed.
Dana,
Wow.
wait. This just made me think about that. No, dang. I'm going to say these in my notes. Later on this
It's
week.
to write it down for me. It's to write it down for
'Cause I
me.
need that in-person experience. I need that. Let me keep it in my notes. Hold up.
I'm screaming.
Okay, visual note. Dana, do you think you a nuck if you buck, or if you let's talk it, walk it out. And honestly, nuck if you buck doesn't only have to be physical.
No, okay, I'll say this. I don't like confrontation, but I will do it.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, we can do that. If that's what you want to do.
Yes.
That's the best way
Very
to
nice.
describe me. I'm very neutral. You want to whichever way you want to go, let's go. I'm just a
You can be
passenger.
wrong, you can be
I'm
right.
just here for the ride.
For sure, you don't care. Just like Dana. No.
You could be wrong, could be right.
Like when?
Dana, you don't. I don't think you have wrong in your vocabulary.
No,
Like,
I
I'm
can be wrong. I can be wrong, but me being
be.
wrong don't mean you make sense. We can both be wrong. We can both
You
be
both gotta be wrong.
No, where she said, because a prime example is what you said earlier. You said, dang, it was the way you said it. I said, I can only imagine how meetings go. Like you could say your idea. I mean, I know mine is better, but what was it? What was your idea?
No, the episode coming up, that's gonna be dropping on Friday. Y'all tune in Friday at 3 p.m. What did she say? She said, yeah, we came to a resolution, but who was really right and who was wrong?
I believe that I was right, but y'all be the judge, because I'm pretty sure.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Who made more sense? That's what she said.
I mean, I just speak from such a strong place of conviction. And if I'm right, I'm right. But however, with that same level of conviction, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And so I just deal in extremes. If I feel like I'm right, we're going. You know what I mean? But I also I think at least I'm pretty quick to be like, all right, my bad. I think so.
I think we just have an experience.
Wow. Very, very silent. Very silent. Got very quiet on the other end.
That part of you.
I don't know if the conversation
I'm
we just be
screaming.
wrong a lot or what, but
I'm screaming.
but
Dang.
you know,
Woo, child.
You
I've
sound
heard
real
about it.
specific.
Like you saying, like, you know what? I went back and I say you're right. Like I've heard about it, but I haven't like you come to me and say, you know what, Ari?
Yeah, it might be
Right.
you. It might be. It might be.
You know what? I could very much well be. But
I'm
I
sad.
would say like my perspective of how everybody handles like their anger and stuff. Dana, you get really you get like you slow down. But it's not a slow down, like you slow down to the point that's when everybody needs to like put alerts on. It's like a
You the twinge in her eye.
I'm screaming.
that
Not
mean?
I'm like a
It's like
psycho.
everything just kind of slows down.
not
Angel,
not the silent
she's
and
gonna, like-
deadly.
For real, she kind of Angel will zone out. So she'll zone out, but
Yeah.
you can see like she's about like a teapot, like literally like
Yeah.
and it's like
So we all psychopaths?
no, I'm about to say you know what I'm saying, and I can't speak for myself because it's me. Like I feel like I handle it real. Like I'm upset. Give me a second, everybody.
Depending on who it is,
Wait a minute.
you kind of do the
Wait
same
a
thing.
minute. Yeah. You're both of us in spurts.
Yeah.
You won't have one big blow up, but you
With one
will
eye
like
open.
you're a landmine. You're a landmine. Like you're lit and ready to go. And if somebody step on you, boom. And then they keep going, boom. And they keep going, boom. That's you. You're a landmine. Silent, but also ready to blow. That's it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
We're very similar.
When you really
though,
think
now.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm screaming.
And that's why for myself, I've been really working on getting my emotions out when I'm having them and actually asking myself, what is it that you are upset about? So for anybody that's listening, this is what I would say. If you are like, oh my gosh, I do the same thing, I would say when you are feeling the emotion and you are feeling like, angry, frustrated, irritated, one, please, the prime thing, please walk away. Please walk away. And I know sometimes it can make other people mad, but I know even in my relationships, I had to say, like, sometimes it'll even take me 3 days to process what just happened to come back with a conversation, because if you talk to me within them 3 days, I may say something that will make this a 10-day thing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think both parties need a second to kind of like, and sometimes you don't have 3 days. Sometimes you really don't have 3 days. And I've been in conversations, we've all been in conversations where you got 3 minutes. Like, do you know
Not
you
even
got
3
30
minutes.
minutes? Like, it's like I need
30
a response
seconds.
now. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be respectful. But I just want to say, yes, I could see your point in the situation
And then
where I was wrong.
I hate having a rollover. I hate it. I hate it so much with a passion. I hate having
With a passion.
rollover.
Hey,
hate
gosh.
having a I'm just saying, it's the most annoying thing ever. Having a rollover on stupid stuff. Now, when it's stuff that I'm wrong on, it might hurt, but then later on I'll be like, okay, yeah, they right. You know what I'm saying? But stuff that I know with a straight conviction, this was stupid. Hate it. I hate recent meaning. Hate it. But
You know what I will say is to like, we just talked about how sometimes, or at least previously, it would be like, speaking from about myself, like when I'm like, I don't like to be wrong, which nobody likes to be wrong, but being away from family and being here and dealing with other people has made me realize, one, people are crazy, and all the ways and definitions that crazy could mean. People are sensitive, and people don't fully know and understand you, no matter how long you've known them. Especially if they're not family, and so they don't understand the nuances or like the quirks about you that make you you. And so you could say a joke, but you have a dry sense of humor, and somebody take you seriously. You know what I mean? And so I had to learn, like, be quick to apologize, even though you weren't wrong. But because they were offended by your rightness, you sometimes have to apologize for the offense, not for being right. To Angel's point of being
That's
like,
something
I
I've had to
hate.
do.
Yeah. You'd be like,
I've had to
but
apologize for the impact versus the
yes,
intention.
yes,
Because
yes.
the impact can really be like, this affected how you look, like this affected, like that wasn't my intention, but it did impact this relationship, this situation in this way. And so, like you said, sometimes you have to, this is like a part of growing, but I think the moments that we kind of fail at are such learning tools that you can take it and become a better person. And that's why you can't condemn yourself so bad. It's like, dang, I just was doing this last week. Oh, I'm just this horrible person. It's like literally taking moments where I've been wrong. Like, I've been dead wrong. I've been very vocal about, oh, I feel this way, but haven't had that conversation with the people. And I'm like, no, they know what they did. And then you go talk to them people and they're like, I don't know if it's like because I didn't give you a birthday card. You like, girl, it's because when I had that soda, you told me I was fat. And they like, wait, huh? I just told you like to be careful with what you're drinking, but I took it the da 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 da. And then you go deeper and you like, my great grandma used to make little remarks about my weight and da da da. So it was just like, as my friend, you using that again. It was just like when you really get deep and go into stuff, I had to really like take accountability that it wasn't just everybody is so wrong. They're doing me so bad. I had to take accountability. Like, these people don't even know what they did to me. I haven't vocalized it. I haven't been as real as I keep claiming I am because I haven't had the conversation. And we've had conversations before about me assuming the conversation. So I won't say what I want to say in it because I'm like, oh, I don't want the confrontation. But I've been learning now through the hard conversations that they don't always lead to confrontation. The
Mm-hmm.
hard
Mhm.
conversations do not always lead to confrontation. So it doesn't always mean that if you address something and say how you feel, both of you may walk away with a better understanding. You may agree to disagree. You may just walk away and go, okay, so now I see how she processes stuff. Like she, like, you know what I'm saying? She likes the, you know, the toilet seat down because she thinks like, you know, it's going to flow everywhere. You know, she likes the shower curtain closed, but if I avoid it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like going in the bathroom every time slamming it, like, oh my gosh. But it's like, you never told her, y'all never had the conversation of these things. And I think,
Is this the conversation?
who, me? Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
I'm
you have to send it
screaming.
out.
Do you do that?
Who, me?
No, Angel.
Yeah,
She said
no, I
said
did
like
say
shots was
we.
fired. Do you do that?
No, I'm saying when when you take a shower, close the top of the toilet seat. So I'm like, is this specific?
No, I was just trying to use something that's just like something. No,
So
but that's
Sorry.
not an actual, like, that's not a thing that I've had like an issue with. But we've had situations where
But a hit
Yeah.
dog
we had
will
to have-
holler. So stop
yeah,
doing it.
like
So stop.
we had to have conversations like that they get uncomfortable. Like I think even
Mhm.
again this new video that's coming up it was something that was uncomfortable, but it didn't
Mhm.
lead to a confrontation. Nobody fell out.
Mhm.
Nobody was bucking. Nobody was like, well, this the last one, so everybody hope y'all enjoy it. Have a good one. But we was able to have the conversation and walk with a better clarity and a better understanding, as well as asking ourselves like okay, but what was your intention? Like, are they still aligned? And then it was just like well, in the beginning we talked about this. I thought it was pretty clear. So I'm kind of speaking in code because I need y'all to go ahead and watch the video that's coming on Friday.
Friday.
Again, I think a lot of stuff is like, stop pointing the fingers at everybody else and look at yourself first. Process yourself first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always arguing with somebody. Everybody always picking on me. Or like, are you doing something too? Are you around the wrong people? Are you going to the wrong places? Are you expecting somebody who's shown you clearly that they're not willing to even accommodate, willing to compromise, willing to even listen to what you have to say at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you're trying to get it through their head. That's just like something that we've heard a lot is like, you know, I just have to stop having these unrealistic expectations. And it's like, yeah, you do, because you keep expecting that when I make a bologna sandwich, you're supposed to get one too. But you never told me that I'm supposed to make you a sandwich too. We never had that conversation. I thought it was common sense that I'm an adult, you an adult, everybody for themselves. Like, I thought that was it. And it's just like my impact may have made you feel abandoned or that no one cares about you or think that you're a good person, but that was not my intention. But I also have to have the conversation about it.
It made you think how selfish we as people are, like as human beings, like how selfish we can be. Like I'm reflecting on myself because I'm thinking like of even little moments where it'd be like, dang, I really do just be wanting my feelings to be validated. I be wanting my like my not my but previous traumas and problems I had before. I be wanting people to cater to those things when it's like, can't read minds. We didn't experience what you experienced. We don't know every single detail about you. Only God knows. So it's like we really be kind of putting these expectations on people to know, and they'd be like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. You also, people can't read body language the way that we think they can. And the vast majority of our communication is nonverbal. And so you think because you done went mute that we supposed to automatically know that you got an attitude. And somebody could pick up on that. However, the vast majority of people do not, even though the majority of our communication is nonverbal, being in body language. But we are not body language experts. And so you're communicating, yes, but you're communicating to somebody who doesn't understand you. And so Paul was like, when I'm with the Romans, I'll be a Roman. When I'm with the Greeks, I'll be a Greek. Otherwise, I'll be like a barbarian to them. Like I'll be like a caveman to them because I'm not speaking their language. Therefore, they can't understand me. Right. And so sometimes, even though we'd be like, you want somebody to see you got an attitude, but maybe they're blind, and not literally, but maybe they're like, well, people don't, maybe they grew up in a house where people didn't have attitudes like that, or they didn't manifest the attitude in that way. You know what I mean? Maybe they grew up in a household that had good verbal communication. And so they like, wait a minute, you had an attitude? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure,
you just
silent
have
treatment.
to communicate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why are you saying yeah so hard?
Because, yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do.
Silent treatment, and I would say, what else do? I would say like with my body language, like how can I?
Oh
How can
yeah,
I
very
try to be
passive, very
better?
passive
When you're
aggressive.
not jokey, when you're not
Very passive
jokey and
aggressive.
like you're very much like
We heard you, Dana. We heard you. We did. She just said it 3 times. I'm
I
like,
said it twice. I said it
Angel.
twice. Because you're trying to move on too
You just
quick.
you just don't joke. You just walk around kind of like, yeah, did you need something?
Very passive aggressive. That's what I'm
Like
trying to
it'll be
say.
like kind of creepy. Like, you okay? You're like, no, yeah, I'm fine. And then you don't really give a. It really is kind of creepy, but I mean, we all have our. I'm not good at hiding my emotions. I'm just not.
Not at all. Not at all.
It be in your face.
In the face, the body, the
got-
tongue, all of it.
Everything.
Just, like,
Nothing
oh
wrong with
God, relax.
She put the headphones on, grab her purse. Here's the key. Like you just be like, "You good? I'm fine.
I'm
I just need to
screaming.
lay down in my bed. I am tired. I just want to sit down. I just want to relax." Like, you know what? Go
I'm
ahead.
working on it. I'm working. But yeah,
That makes sense.
dang,
That's
Dang.
good though. That's good. Okay.
dang, that's crazy. Well, it was. Do y'all have a time last time y'all tried to get even with somebody? Do y'all even remember the last time y'all tried to get even with somebody?
Even.
Okay. Okay.
What is
I
get
do not.
even?
That okay,
Get
so
like-
that's
Okay.
to like get back, like get your lick back type stuff, bro. Be
Mhm.
for real, be for real. Be so for real. It's like,
I'm trying to,
what does that
I see
mean?
the
What
vision.
does that
I see the
mean?
vision.
like I wanted to know what angle she talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to go through the dials, like, you know what I'm saying, my little black
What
book.
dials are there?
There's different dials. You got I've had relationships. I had relationships
From a master
you know what I'm saying,
get back.
even as a mother.
From a master get backer.
Get even as
Because
a
who
sister. Like,
who
I
even
got
thinks that
different
there's
categories.
lanes? Who even thinks that?
There
Because you a
is
master get
lanes.
backer. Yeah, but but who thinks like
I'm
that?
a changed woman.
Somebody who
I'm
be getting
literally
even like
looking for
that.
deliverance right now.
Hey, man.
You saw I'm a
Lord,
walking
Lord,
testimony right now.
I am a walking testimony. You know where I used to be, and you see where I am right now.
You gotta do the yeah. There you go. Took us Baptist.
Dana, what's yours?
I do not be okay. I will meet confrontation, but at a point, if I'm like, okay, I will stop eventually. I will stop. Not necessarily because of the party has stopped. And again, y'all ain't seen me in a while in person. All y'all are hearing the stories. I have grown, amen, as we all have. But I will stop. You know what I mean? Like literally today, they was doing something. I said this don't make no sense. Came with a solution, and they did the complete opposite of what we agreed on. I said, "All right," and that was it. I'm so proud of myself now that I think about it because that made no sense. You know what I mean? And I was right. I was genuinely right. Genuinely, from all sides, from all perspectives, correct. I was. But they didn't it was just easier for this to happen. And I say that not even from my own thing, even though I know that. But they also were like, yes, like no, yes, and not like an appeasement. These are conversations we've had. I'm being serious, Harry. These are conversations that we've had previously. And so in this with this specific thing, now I'm starting to encounter what they're saying. And so my perspective has broadened about the topic. And I'm like, okay, well, what if we do this? Da, da, da. Yes, that is actually what we should do. And then we do it. The ball starts rolling and they it's like playing soccer and you pick the ball up. Honey, we're no longer playing soccer. We're playing rugby. You know what I mean? We're not playing soccer anymore. So anyway, but it was like, but we all got on our knee pads. We all got on our soccer cleats. Why are we no longer playing soccer? You know? Anyway, but yeah. Yeah.
Dang, I can't remember last time I
That was a crazy thing, but I will stop, you know? Because I have grown really much. I'm being for real. Like I know I sound like I'm playing, but I'm being for real. I really have grown so much and just not being as ready for confrontation. I'm still ready, but not being as ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To like really be on that nook if he
Like the
bugged,
intention
because
shifted.
yes, no,
Mm,
no, the intention didn't shift. I got wiser.
mm.
Because my
it.
intentions have always been good. They've always been pure. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't make sense. I've always been. I used to get in trouble for like advocating for people. Like, mom will tell that story about the petition all the time. Like, and it wasn't even blah, 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 whatever. But I've always gotten in trouble for the same things my whole life. I'm tired of getting in trouble for them, so I'm gonna stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without changing or forgetting who I am or like diminishing myself by not being that. You know what I mean? How people like, oh, I'm gonna change out of spite. Now they're a whole new person. No, I'm still me. I still think the same way. My intentions are still the same, but the way that we can go about this is what will change. Is what has changed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
Um, m- m- mine, I would say, would be like with my siblings. I've noticed like her name popped up. That's why I could just think of her as an instance. Juliet then got me to go back to like younger days.
The
Juliet,
girl will take it out.
I don't know what it's something about that. I don't know what letter she is, but she got a way of like we like the the other day we literally going back and forth about being considerate about putting dishes in the dishwasher. And so I said last week, I said you didn't put nothing in there. I said when you come in, it was this whole thing. Another time I had she got smart with me. I had like two of her favorite stuffed animals. Like
The
I'm talking
fact that
about
she
hid
still
them
has stuffed
good.
animals and you hiding them from her at an age, but she
I
still
took
playing with
two of that
stuff.
girl's stuffed animals, and then this one
Don't hurt
time
no
she
stuff.
played me and Angel for $10 in Chipotle. And
Lord.
I never forgot. I said she played us.
No,
She
we need to
played us.
explain it. She played us. We said, okay, you like just move. You know, she didn't even have to do a lot. You know, you organize our closet because her stuff be organized well lately, but her stuff was organized well. So we said, okay, can you organize the closet? She said for some Chipotle. And I said, fine. My mistake, first of all. I take her to get the Chipotle because I said, okay, girl gotta eat before she gets to work. Day go by. I said, Juliet, don't play me. She said, I'm not gonna forget. Day 3 goes by. Juliet, a week goes by. 2
Not
weeks
day
go by.
3, not a week. Hey, yo.
She still ain't did it.
Months.
Reminded her and then has the audacity to argue with us, talking about some.
You should have. She pretty much had an attitude of like, you shouldn't have took me.
You little
like
heifer.
when I tell you, only my siblings have gotten me to forget how old I am and where I'm at in deliverance. Only them have got me to go. And even Daniel too, I be having to forget, like, remember, like, girl, you the mama. Cause I'm like that. It was, oh my goodness. It was this time. I asked this man
girl,
for
you the mama.
$2. You remember that? I asked Daniel for $2 because I don't know if it was I don't know what it was, but I'm like, you're literally gonna get it right back. I said I'm about to cash app it to Auntie Angel, but give me like the $2 in in cash. He would not give me these $2. I said, you don't even gotta worry about it. I promise you, like you don't ever have to worry about it again. I promise you. I promise you, you don't ever have to worry about asking me for nothing ever never again. I was so mad. And then in relationships, I don't know. Maybe another future testimony. Not this season. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in our Patreon group, I'll get a little bit more in detail.
I'm
screaming. I did have like a get back when it came down to like my career. I feel like I used my career as like a get back, like everybody who ever doubted me, I got something for you. Especially like I remember I had this friend and he told me like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do YouTube. He was like, holler at me when you hit 100K. I said,
how about 1 million?
Got you. And I just kind of used that as like a okay, I got something for you.
We talked
you know
about
what I'm
that.
saying? Like
we talked
a
about that.
bet. Okay, cool. Oh, you thought I should have got you, but that's about it. Recently though, I would have to say my siblings. Like get even. I don't even be. I've been so like, if I got something going on, I've been so like, okay, Ari, how did we get here? What was your part in it? How do we get out of here? And how do we not return to this point? It's been a lot of like growing and stuff for me lately. I would have to say a lot of hard conversations that have been so uncomfortable for me, but so good for my character development because I'm really breaking down the worst case scenarios. Like, oh, we're gonna talk and they're not gonna like me anymore. They're gonna think I'm this. They're gonna think that. Everybody's gonna think I'm fake. And then you have the conversation. It's like oh, well, Ari, we didn't know you thought that way, or why you didn't just say that, like, or you can keep the fan on, or it just be little stuff that's like once we talk it out, now it's not as worst case scenario as my mind was trying to make me think, that was making this seed I was planting of resentment, anger bloom. Like I was feeding it. I was literally feeding the very thing that I didn't want to be a part of me. And it was just like a girl, like, get a grip. But sibling wise, that getting smart and talking back to me, I don't know what's going on that everybody keep forgetting I'm the oldest. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but it gets me like, okay, and that's why you're not gonna eat. Like, and that's like,
and that's why I'm not cooking.
Not,
what are you gonna do?
Figure it out. Like
PB&J night, huh?
Yeah. Like the other day, Angel this girl left the room and she left the door open. And I said, you just gonna leave the door open? I think it was actually today. She'll say, I'm down here now, and kept going. My brain said, I can't wait to. And I said, remember that.
You said that?
Yes, I came to the door and closed. I said, remember that.
No, because I thought you were getting up.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well, that's a misunderstanding because I thought you were about to leave.
I said, I couldn't believe. I said, I have, and I'm telling you now, I had made a mental note, baby. It was finna happen. I don't know when it was gonna happen, but it was gonna be when you was super comfortable in your spot, and you like, and y'all know how don't nobody even be it's something about having the door open and the door closed. That's just a vibe. Like I said,
well, I apologize. I genuinely thought you was about to leave. That's
I accept your apology.
I'm sorry,
but yeah, it's my siblings that get me to my like my petty. People haven't been like, I haven't been on that in a long time, and I haven't been in no type of relationship to know like where I'm at in that area. But I think I'll be fine. Like get even with you. Like, oh, you're not gonna answer the phone? I'm not gonna answer your phone. It's like, girl, answer the phone. Or I'm not talking to you.
I will say this. When I feel like I'm wrong, or I have been wronged, rather, can I say that? Is that I will let God work on them and do what he's doing with them, because he has a process with them also. Like he's doing the work with them also. And if I stay in my offense or in my irritation and my anger, then I can get in the way of the process that they have. What I also, in doing that, it helped me realize that God's vengeance is better than mine. His get back ain't no getting back from his get back. You know what I mean? And so, but also it's been really quick. You know what I mean? Like it's becoming like an instantaneous, like, nah, Miss Girl, it was you, or it was him, or it was her. You know what I mean? Like the conviction is really quick. Like just, I know we've been on for a little bit, so I just want to. Yesterday, somebody in the church, their relative passed, which condolences, R.I.P. You know, see you in heaven, legit. But y'all know my demeanor is very like, very nonchalant, very like. So we were in the back, you know, and Papa said it. The lady's not even here, but Papa said it on stage, and the girl, and it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? This is my demeanor, because I'm gonna say it. You watch it, you're gonna know it was you, because it's really not nothing. But anyway, so the girl, she like made a face and she looked like she was about to cry. And I said, are you being serious?
No, you didn't, bro.
I did say, are you being serious? But I didn't mean it in terms of like, you can't care about them. I meant it like, are you good? That's what I meant. You know what I mean? But they didn't, because they didn't know me, they took it to mean it like, you know what I mean? Like I was, okay. Yes. Yes. But she literally started, like, it looked like, but she looked me dead in my face and went, I said, "Are you being for real?" And not, I wasn't laughing or anything, but I said, "Are you being serious?" Like I said it with a straight
Fine,
face. You know what I
bro.
mean? And she was like, "Not you judging me? Like you don't know my relationship with them." Blah blah blah. I said, I said, "No, I didn't mean it like that." And I said, "Yep, that's it for me trying to be friends." Yep, that's it for me.
Somebody in your face crying, just look at him like.
Because, but y'all know I'm not good with stuff like that. Like I don't please don't cry with me, please. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the one to like to do that with.
Joke. I can't talk.
Yeah, we know about your history.
Yeah, uncomfortable situations is not my
We
thing.
know about your history, but I didn't mean it like that.
Uncomfortable situations. Go ahead, Dana. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. Like,
No, I was trying to think. I was trying to think. How have I ever seen you in an uncomfortable situation? I
Because I'm
don't.
like, I'm like, do I joke too?
No,
Or,
you
like,
do joke.
laugh?
You do. You do joke. You do. It's
I
not
don't know, I
like
feel like Eric goes into like serious mode.
she, but she,
Like,
but she does. It's like a dry humor.
Mm.
It's like a serious humor.
Mm.
Dang.
Well, dang,
You might let out a little chuckle, but it'd be for real. You know, good comedic timing though.
A sandwich, area in the middle.
Yeah,
Me,
kind of. Okay.
But yeah,
But
Dana,
in mine-
I would have had the same kind of response. And me knowing you is different.
Yeah.
Knowing you is different, but like, cause like when I'm crying to you, like you don't be sounding, you be like, "Oh, girl, I'm sorry, I'm trying to vacuum up this floor."
Yeah, honestly, you would think you don't be listening sometimes. But then you go, well, from what I'm hearing from what you said earlier, you repeat verbatim, and it'd be like, okay, all right, you listening.
Man.
Sometimes you don't be listening.
And I really
Like,
didn't mean
I
anything
be
by
thinking
it.
in my head, Dana has the phone sitting down. She's doing something completely different. I'm over
Just
there
watching
like,
TV.
I just don't understand the way that my life is going. Like, and then you hear like, it will always give it away is when you have a remark because I'm like, dang it, and you go, what? You heard? You like what? I'm tripping, ain't I? You like, no, this ice. I forgot to take this out earlier.
You know,
You like,
this is
oh,
sad.
you like, I'm sorry, but go ahead. I was listening. You like,
then you don't even want to go because you're like,
yeah,
am I talking too much?
You're right. I just got to get my life together.
Dang. So maybe this is something I have to work on. But like this, but I really didn't mean anything by it. I was really asking her out of concern because I'm like, does she need a tissue? I was being genuine. Is the crazy thing. And then I was like,
because you could
huh?
say,
Are you serious?
Are you?
Yeah.
But
are you serious? That's when you hear "Are you serious?" There's no other tone to kind of.
Yeah, no. In hindsight, no. I'm like, dang. I see why she felt the way that she. But also, that was a very quick, and even at the end, like like it was, and I'm like, because she likes literally, and she was like, I'm sorry, girl, I didn't mean to get spicy. It was just, I really did. But then also in the same breath was like, I didn't know them, but I'm close to the daughter. Which, amen, you could be upset for somebody. But in my head, I didn't think anything. I was like after I was like, no, I didn't mean anything by it. You know what I mean? Like I was really, and I explained to her, I was asking like to see if you were okay, like if you needed a tissue, And she's like, oh yeah, no, because I just didn't, whatever. I can't remember exactly what she said, but in that moment, I was like, yeah, one.
If you think about it, that's what you. Now I'm hearing you. She say that a lot. Are you serious? Like imagine you like calling her and you crying. Mm-hmm. And then she started laughing like, wait, you really crying? Yeah. And you like, it been time. Okay, I didn't told a fib though before, but I know you could tell. I'm like, no, I'm good.
I genuinely, now I feel bad because I really didn't mean anything by it. Dang, I really didn't. And of course, I apologized in the moment because I didn't want her to feel away. But I now feel even worse because I really didn't think anything by it. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you need to feel worse, but yeah, I mean, I get now. I think just the context is just different. And then once again, that just speaks to what we were saying of like,
it's crazy.
people are different. Like we know each
Yeah.
other. We've been around each other our whole lives. Like we know each other. But when it comes to other people,
That was a read the room moment.
like, are you good?
We were just
Even if you
singing
said
happy
it in-
birthday, which is why I was like, are you for real? We was that's why I was like, it just the situation wasn't like, like, oh, everybody's crying. I wouldn't have said nothing. I probably would have just left. We was literally singing happy birthday to Papa Lo. And he was like, thank you. I'm grateful for the times because life is short, da da da. But we was just singing happy birthday. I'm like, people are still laughing. Like, people are still like, yay. Literally, but it like she looked me dead in my eye and I was like,
I'm free.
oh God. I'm gonna just stop talking to people. And I'll be so for real because I'll just be like, dang. I'm gonna just hold my comments to myself. God bless it. Jesus Christ.
Well, maybe one of these topics one of these days should actually be like be for real. Like we can give situations, like find like situations and stuff that people have, and they're like, should you be for real or is this something we need to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Kind of put them in categories. I like that.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh, that's I like that. That's good. Like
That's crazy.
Be for real. Be for fake.
Well, all right, guys, we've been on here for technically an hour and a half because of technical difficulties.
For sure.
But we've enjoyed this time with y'all. We love y'all. Tune in for our Monday lives every Monday at 7 p.m. Sometimes-ish. And every Friday at 3 p.m. we are dropping a podcast episode on Spotify and YouTube. Make sure you follow us on all our social media, on TikTok especially, so we can go live on there.
Yes,
Follow us
sir.
on Instagram. I mean, maybe Pinterest. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Amen. Okay. Well, we love y'all. And we'll see y'all next week. Nope, this Friday. Deuces.
All this for the buys. Y'all, I love y'all. I hope each and every one of y'all was able to take something away from this. I hope y'all was able